It's CCSD Today with your host, Erica Taylor. This week, we get an inside look at James Island Charter High School. Catch our exclusive interview with Principal Richard Gordon. And hear from world-renowned artist Jonathan Green. CCSD Today starts right now.
Welcome to another edition of CCSD Today. I'm your host, Erica Taylor, and today we're at James Island Charter High School, where during this show, you'll have an opportunity to learn all about the great programs and activities that are going on, as well as hear a special presentation by a world-renowned artist. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond. I'm Machen Amick.
And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year, but that won't be me. Or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you.
And you.
Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Brought to you by Cruise Chevy. You've got a friend in the car business.
Welcome to another edition of CCSD Today. I'm your host, Erica Taylor, and joining me today is Mr. Richard Gordon, the principal at James Island Charter High School. Mr. Gordon, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. You're always welcome here. We've had just another fun-filled, action-packed day again at James Island Charter High School. Wonderful things going on. I'm just thrilled to be here right now.
Well, thank you so much for having us. So tell me about James Island. What are some of the great things that are going on at this high school?
Well, you know, as a charter school, we do have flexibility and autonomy to try new ideas, whether we're looking at academics or athletics or facilities. This year has definitely been a change. Lots of dynamic growth happening outside and inside the classroom. For instance, if you just look around when you came here, our facilities were undergoing a multi-million-dollar infrastructure transformation. We are building a brand new 500-seat auditorium, and that's fantastic because we never had an auditorium. We've been using the cafeteria, but now we join the ranks of other high schools, and we'll have a brand new auditorium for the start of the next school year.
That's awesome.
We're also building a new media center library, so we're expanding out the current library to twice the size and integrating new technology into that as well. And we're updating the front facade. We have some new athletic facilities, a new field house. So really, it's all over. It's arts, it's academics, it's athletics. It's a real exciting time right now.
Well, that's fantastic. So with the auditorium, and let me ask that, do you have anything planned, you know, any unique programs, theater, dance, that students who are going to really be able to use that facility?
We do. Our fine arts department includes chorus classes and band and art classes. They have been working out of a traditional classroom or in the trailers that are located right outside of our campus.
Okay.
The idea of having this multi-arts auditorium facility is that now we can have an appropriate band structure where they can rehearse and they can practice and they can perform on stage. And at the same time, they have the prep classes that are adjoined to the stage so that it's all encompassed into one area, and it has the adequate facilities and the needs for those programs. So we're really excited about that.
That has to be exciting. And so, in the other facilities, the athletic facilities, the field house, I'm sure your athletes are excited about that.
They're ecstatic. That will be completed sometime during the spring, summer of 2015, in preparation for our football season. Okay. We're hoping for the fall. Our football team had a great season this year. We finished 6-5, which is an improvement from the previous year where we were 2-8. Awesome. So a remarkable transformation on the football field. We have a new coaching staff, a new athletic director, you know, new assistant coaches, and a lot more players came out. And the kids, they work so hard and they practice every day, and the performance showed on the field. So we're excited for them. Of course, the field house will be used by our winter sports as well and our spring sports. So it's really a year-round facility. It'll include some exercise and workout equipment, locker rooms, you know, so there'll be coaching areas inside so that coaches can have meetings with their teams and prepare for upcoming games. So we're excited. It'll be co-located right next to the football field and the soccer field and the baseball field, so it's right out there. It's fantastic.
Well, we're talking about all of these things, but congratulations are in order because the report card was just released and you have an excellent rating. So
yes,
I see you smiling. I know you're
proud.
Absolutely.
I was, that's a very, it's a nerve-wracking time, especially for teachers, for administration, for parents when that report card comes out. And for the 7th year in a row, James Island Charter High School has an excellent rated report card. We also earned an A in the ESEA rating, so not just are our students achieving well above the expectations and the guidelines that were determined by the state, we are also achieving with all the subgroups of students in our building as well.
Right.
So it's not just the high flyers or just one subgroup or one aspect of our student body that is achieving. All of our students are achieving. We really, when the superintendent puts out achievement for all, that's what we strive for here, and that's what we have done.
That's awesome. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you want to share with me?
Well, you know, this has just been this is my first year as a principal, so every day is a learning experience for me.
Right.
And I'm meeting new people, we're sharing new ideas. One of our goals this year, working with the faculty, is communication. So we're learning how to form relationships with each other and how to communicate, whether it's email or by voice or just in meetings. We're trying to really hone in on some of those skills to make us just more productive and more efficient. And at the same time, we're using more communication strategies with our community. We have newsletters that go out regularly. I do call-outs, emails, blasts go out to parents. Parents can log on and into Power School and look at their kids' grades. We're really trying to improve on the communication. And that's something that you don't always see on a report card, and it's not really in test grades or student achievement or performance, but it really brings the community and the culture together. So that's something I want to focus on my first year.
So here today at James Island Charter High School, I understand we have a special guest. Tell me about it.
Yes, we do. Today we've invited Mr. Jonathan Green on campus. Jonathan Green is a world-renowned artist, originally from a small town in South Carolina, Gardens Corner, located near Beaufort. He attended the Art Institute of Chicago to receive his professional education, but he's been an artist pretty much his whole life. He has come home to Charleston, and his art is known for Southern culture, traditions. He has a lot of influence from his family and from his roots here in South Carolina. It certainly shows through in his artwork. Our kids are so excited to hear from him. Anytime we can have a professional who can bring his or her technical expertise or experiences or any kind of real-world life onto our campus, I mean, we're always looking for that. And here's just one example of someone from the community who wants to come back and speak to our teenagers and to our faculty and our staff. And we have some visitors who aren't even a part of this school that are attending this morning as well. So this is just a fantastic opportunity for everybody. We're thrilled.
Well, awesome. And I'm glad I'm here today. I have an opportunity to experience that as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Gordon, thank you for joining us on CCSD today. Stay tuned because when we come back, you'll hear from Mr. Jonathan Green.
The law firm of Young Clement Rivers has been serving the Charleston Low Country since 1968. All of the lawyers of Young Clement Rivers are proud to be partners with the Charleston County School District. We're convinced that the hard work of the school district employees and staff prepares our young people to face the challenges of the future. We look forward to continuing our partnership and in helping the school district to meet its standard of excellence.
I was born an artist. I do believe you're born an artist. I don't believe that you become an artist. I don't believe that any school can make you an artist. It has to be within you. There's a special gift about being an artist. First of all, you don't want to do anything else. So it was not easy for me to come into a classroom every day because I wanted to be outside drawing. I wanted to be talking to people. So my favorite room in school was always the library. You know, you can't paint out of the blue. You got to do some researching, some reading, some thinking, some talking to a lot of people, get a lot of information going, so you can paint. I listened to my relatives, my elders in my community, and they told me stories. Having been born in 1955, many of my paintings are about people living in the 50s because I actually saw it. I witnessed it as a child, and I remembered it. And when I went into the art school, I selected my professors. And you know the ones I went for? The older ones. You know why? Anyone? More experiences. And you know, when you can get an edge on experience, there is nothing better. When you can get an edge on experiences, there's nothing better. So I hung out with the older teachers. Teachers that were a part of World War II, teachers that fled Europe, teachers that came from Africa, South America, here in the South. And you know what I found? The best of artists are usually from the South. Where you are at your age, it's the best time of your life. Believe me, it is. And you know why it is? Because you have so many opportunities. And you can make decisions early. And you can change your mind. You can't do that when you're an adult. Especially after you've had children. Secure jobs. You have to be very calculating in life to live. And this is the best time for you to understand that. So can you imagine being an artist where you would go to college for 5 years? No opportunities of jobs. Who's going to hire an artist? Car dealership? Hospital? Who's going to hire an artist? Unless you get a minor in education, which is what I did. And getting that minor in education has helped me more than anything as an artist. Because as an educator, you have to constantly be at the work of studying, reading, trying to figure things out. No matter what you do, it's the amount of work you put into it. Be you an artist, lawyer, truck driver, whatever you do in life, a dog walker, you have to put a lot of work to it. The arts is the only way you're going to be able to look back in your life, talk to your kids, have an idea of what your community looked like, the people in your community. It's the only way you're going to know it.
Some problems are tough. Reaching your customers shouldn't be. Blue Wave and Comcast have the creative edge to make you stand out from the crowd and connect with your customers. Whether you need a commercial for television, video for your website, or a custom-made website, we are the easy solution for every advertising problem.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick. And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year, but that won't be me or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you. And you. Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Brought to you by Cruise Subaru of Charleston.
you've got a friend in the car business.
Now joining me now is Mr. Jonathan Green, who just spoke with students at James Island Charter High School. Mr. Green, tell me about that experience.
A great experience at this hour in the morning to meet with about 200 students, all eager and excited about the arts. And I had to be on my toes and cue, as they say.
So tell me why it was important for you to come here. I mean, I see student art all around and their renditions of your artwork. I mean, how does that make you feel?
Well, the highest form of flattery is to be reproduced.
Right.
So to have this generation of young people using my work as a subject matter, and actually a lot of them are better than I was at their age. I can't say that too often, I guess. But I just loved it, and also it takes me down to memory lane, paintings from the 80s and the 90s that they're mimicking, emulating, and I get to see things that they have done, they have taken advantage of, and it kind of makes me think about revisiting that work. But it's in private hands, so I can't get to it. But it certainly gives me a lot to think about in terms of their energy and what must be going on in their heads to be able to do a painting. And painting hats and fields and stuff, that's not easy to do.
Right.
So I'm very impressed with what they've done.
Well, great. So if there was a student, parents who are watching and they didn't get an opportunity to be here today, is there one message that you'd want to say to those students who are watching today?
Observe everything and work even harder.
Great, great. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Stay
tuned. More CCSD today. We'll be right back.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick. And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year, but that won't be me or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you. And you. Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Locally sponsored by Ford. Ford is in the race for the cure.
The law firm of Young Clement Rivers has been serving the Charleston Low Country since 1968. All of the lawyers of Young Clement Rivers are proud to be partners with the Charleston County School District. We're convinced that the hard work of the school district employees and staff prepares our young people to face the challenges of the future. We look forward to continuing our partnership and in helping the school district to meet its standard of excellence.
Here's a question for you. What does this look like? It may look like a blank screen, but it's really an opportunity for you to reach your customers. With a great television commercial, video for your website, or website design, Comcast and Blue Wave Productions can create the right message to get you noticed. Call today and take the opportunity to make your business stand out from the crowd.
So there you have it, another exciting show. We've had an opportunity to talk with Principal Gordon, allow you to experience the Jonathan Green experience, as some would call it, and look into the future of James Island Charter High School with all of the construction. They're so excited about what's to come in the very near future and the opportunities that they're going to be able to provide for their students. It's been a pleasure being your host for today's show. I'm Erica Taylor. You've been watching CCSD today, and we'll be back next week.